Yo, what's up? I want to share with you something that changed my entire financial life. It's like this littlest tiny thing that created a breakthrough. Right now it's Saturday morning. Every Saturday morning I do Saturday morning finances. And I'm in the middle of it right now and I had to make this video for you. I'm in my wife's sewing room because we got good light in here. All right, so most people financially, if this is like, just making it, and then anything below this line is like total like poverty or suffering and struggling and all that stuff. But here's like you're just making it, right? Whatever that is for you. You have a roof over your head, you have a car to drive, you have food to eat, but I mean, you don't have extra money to do anything, right? Well, just an extra 10,000 bucks a year. Like some people get excited in their jobs or their corporate jobs if they get a $10,000 raise. They're like super amped, and that's a big deal because that's maybe an extra 800 or something bucks a month. That actually alleviates pressure. I mean, what would you do with an extra 10 grand a year, 800 bucks a month? Well, it would help you pay your car payment easier, maybe your mortgage. You could afford to have more presents under the Christmas tree. You could save a couple extra dollars in case of emergencies. Maybe you could tithe a little bit more, right? You can go out to eat a little bit more. You can cuddle up and watch Netflix. That's a big difference to some people, but 20K a year, just think if you added an extra 20K a year to your bottom line, that alone, now in the world of money, I'm gonna get somewhere with it. 20K a year literally changes people's lives. That's such a little tiny insignificant amount of money in the world of money and business, but that literally changes people's lives. That's life-changing money to some people, because here's why. If you're riding this line like most people are, I mean, one little tiny thing breaks down, or you have, the smallest little problem is like a nightmare, and you're fighting and struggling just to get out of it. So anything below this line is like, really, really bad. But an extra 20K a year is life-changing. But in the world of money, if this is like, millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, and then billions is like way the hell up here. So let me just shrink this down and I'll come back to this just for perspective, because this is where the breakthrough comes. Got one or two pages. I think I got this from Five Below. I love this. All right, so if here's that line right here, and then say, so this is like let's just say that's $1 million. Then you got 10 million. You got 100 million. Way up here is $1 billion. I mean, we're talking for you to just live a good life and make $100,000 a year and be able to have all the things that you could ever need and want, Christmas presents under the tree and vacations and all that stuff, is literally boop. That's all. You see that? Just that little tiny bit above just making it. So I had this client once that I got close to. He lived in a $500,000, or no, $600,000 or $700,000 house. It was like 6,000 square feet. Now in Michigan, like in California, it'd be probably like $8 to $10 million or something for this house. So it's different. But I was like, dude, how did you get here? How are you doing all these things? How are you driving a Range Rover and doing? He's like, listen, dude, I'm not that far ahead of you. In the world of money, I'm broke. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, no, listen. Literally, I'm right around the corner from you. Just a little bump. He might have made, I don't know, a couple $100,000 more per year is literally just a little beep. Just a little tiny bump in the world of money and wealth. So here, let me tie this back to you, because I was talking about life-changing money. This is where the breakthrough comes. When you're in survival mode, you don't think about this type of stuff. But all right, here we go. That 10,000 is just for simplicity, because we can go up to 50K, 60K. That's just hide those lines in your mind. But anyways, if I don't know what you do for a living, but if you're a contractor, that's just one extra really good landscape job or some few good clients, and that just takes a little bit of confidence. If you want to give yourself a $20,000 raise per year, all it takes is believing in yourself a little bit and talking about closing deals, getting a little bit better at selling, a little bit better at marketing and negotiating with clients, cherry picking your jobs a little bit more. Just a little bit more confidence in your life could change your entire life in the world of money. And then you can just keep going up and up and on there. And that really comes down to worthiness and believing in yourself. Now, if you started out in the hole, down here you're in debt and things like that. I mean, 2-3 years of just believing in yourself, you can have an entirely different life. And you can live a really, really good life. Now, of course, you probably want to be a millionaire, but if you just put it into that perspective, that's my video. You catch my drift. That could literally just be a few good clients, a few extra clients. That's all it boils down to. I've watched this happen in my own life over the past few years, and it's very relieving, but also I feel frustrated and aggravated, and because how come I didn't realize these things sooner? Just a little difference can make all the difference. All right, and you can do it. I'm going back to Saturday finances.